We needed to be sure that we understood the full scope of the crime that was alleged here, so that we did not overlook anything, and we also had to make sure that we were careful in terms of being able to prove that if and when we get to a jury.
At 5, we're learning more about a bombshell indictment made public today, alleging a wide-ranging multi-million-dollar conspiracy against the Prichard Waterworks and Sewer Board.
Now, 2 defendants previously entered secret guilty pleas associated with this case. 5 more appeared in federal court today and pleaded not guilty.
All right, let's bring in Fox 10 News' Brendan Kirby. Brendan, 2 of these defendants already had faced state charges.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise and Cameron, but the federal case goes far beyond the state charges. Prosecutors say that the fraud amount is millions of dollars and involved the highest levels of the utility, including its leadership. It's been more than 3 years since law enforcement investigators raided the headquarters of the Prichard Waterworks and Sewer Board, as well as the home of former operations manager Nia Bradley. Finally, that investigation has resulted in criminal charges outlined in a 32-count federal indictment. U.S. Attorney Sean Costello says the criminal conspiracy defrauded the troubled utility to the tune of almost $2.5 million and involved a variety of offenses.
The defendants are alleged to have attempted to destroy evidence and obscure the collection of evidence and the ability of law enforcement to uncover what happened. Fortunately, our law enforcement partners were able to spend a lot of time. They were able to concentrate on this effort. It has taken us some time to do this investigation, but it was careful, it was thorough, it was complete.
Ayanna Payton was a Prichard Water Board member. She and Stephanie Hunn already have pleaded guilty and await sentencing. Prosecutors allege that Payton and another board member who hasn't been charged falsified payment authorizations, and that Hunn created a fictitious business and submitted phony invoices to justify fraudulent payments to herself and 3 contractors. They are Steve Jones, who owned a business called Unlimited Automotive Repairs, Larry Knight, who owns K&M Quality Paint Company, and DeJuan Lamar, who owns Lamar Custom Millwork. They allege more than $700,000 to Jones and Knight and more than $90,000 to Lamar. Prosecutors allege that Bradley and an employee who worked under her, Randy Burden, falsified payment authorizations and got part of the money back to those contractors as kickbacks. The indictment alleges that Bradley and Burden formed a business together called B&B Enterprise and then used it to launder more than $960,000 in illicit payments. Bradley's lawyer, Shalia Tisdale, and Burden's lawyer, Josh Briskman, say it's too early to get into the substance of the charges.
Ms. Bradley's been going through this for quite a while. She's one more thing she's got to go through. We're praying for her, and hopefully she'll be able to keep her chin up.
But Randy's always asserted his innocence. He's always said he hasn't done anything wrong, and we're going to do whatever's best for him.
The case bringing pledges of vigilance from Demetrius Hardiman, the special agent in charge of the IRS Criminal Investigation Division in Atlanta, and Parker Still, supervisory special agent of the FBI's field office in Mobile.
The residents of Prichard, Alabama have an expectation that their hard-earned money will be used for their community's benefit. Unfortunately, the individuals indicted today thought differently and abused their positions for personal greed.
This is a top priority with the Bureau right now in order to combat government employees who steal, and also with their co-conspirators who engage in this type of activity to defraud the public and from positions of trust.
As we mentioned, all 5 defendants pleaded not guilty today. All will be able to remain free pending trial. In addition to the criminal charges, prosecutors are seeking forfeiture of nearly $2.5 million, as well as 3 properties in Mobile. Reporting live in the studio, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.